para pag-usapan na to ang our man in Cebu, si Dale Israel. Dale, are you ready?
Yes, maayong hapon, Lord and Denise. The strong aftershock daw. Magnitude 5.8 earthquake shook Cebu province early this morning at around exactly 1:06 a.m. natutulog ang karamihan. It's waking up everybody and sending some residents running out of their homes and into the streets and open spaces. The quake actually felt across the cities of Cebu, Mandaue, and Lapu-Lapu, as well as several other towns dito sa Cebu province, and was traced to the Bugo City as its epicenter. Classes has been suspended in all levels across multiple cities and municipalities in Cebu province, including Talisay, Naga, Carcar, Argao, Dalaguet, Danao, Consolacion, Cordova, Mandaue City, and many others until further notice. The Cebu City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office reported no major damage, but a utility post sparked along Borromeo Street in downtown Cebu City immediately after the quake. EPO night shift workers at the Cebu IT Park were also immediately evacuated for safety. City engineers are now inspecting high-rise buildings and schools to ensure their safety following the latest quake, which comes after that previous magnitude 6.9 tremor that also struck the province. Emergency Operations Center here at the Cebu capital has been extended for several days to monitor the aftershocks and assess possible damage in the city. Repairs are ongoing at the Cebu City Medical Center operating room due to cracks from the previous earthquake. Mayor Nestor Archival announced that court hearings have been suspended after the Quimonda building, where most courts are located, was declared unsafe. So temporary tents will be provided by the city to the court staff. Mayor Archival also proposed the distribution of emergency go bags to families in the city and promised to provide helmets to the students in all public schools to ensure their safety during classes. As of now, authorities continue to inspection across the province, while residents are advised to stay alert and prepare for possible aftershocks. Back to you, Lord and Denise.
Dale, meron bang may naitala bang injuries? Because as you mentioned, madaling araw na naman 'to nangyari. And do you also have the numbers kung tumaas ba lalo talaga yung number of residents who are now choosing to stay out of their homes at pumunta muna sa mga open areas and just set up tents?
Actually, Denise, lahat nagpanik kagabi kasi hindi na inasahan na malakas yung aftershock. But according to the EOC that we have here at the Capitol, may mga 14 na reported injuries na dahil sa lindol kagabi. 2 nito ay mga residente nga or responders nga mula sa San Remigio, Cebu. Pero stable naman sila. May report din ng EOC nawala yung yung supply ng tubig sa Danbantayan dahil sa pangyayari kagabi. Denise?
Alright. Dyan ba mismo sa Capitol, may nagyayari bang structural inspection? Kasi sabihin natin, yung provincial capital ay it's an old building, right, Dale?
Nag-inspect kanina yung provincial engineers dito sa Capitol Building. Okay naman daw. At this actually is an old Capitol since 1932 pa ito nagawa ang Capitol. It's okay ang sabi ng engineer. So mag-go signal na at nagbalik na tayo dito sa loob. Lord?
Alright. Kamusta naman ang mga misa sa Basilica Minore del Santo Niño de Cebu?
Lord, kanina naglabas ng isang advisory ang Augustinian priests ng Basilica Minore del Santo Niño that yung masses will be held at the open space ng Basilica, which is the Pilgrim Center. Ito yung usual na venue ng novena masses during Fiesta Senior na makaka-accommodate ng mas maraming tao. Open air ito. Sine-check pa kasi yung integrity ng Basilica dahil sa malakas sa pagyanig kagabi. Matatandaan itong noong 2013 earthquake sa Bohol at Cebu ay gumuho yung kampana ng Basilica na may edad na over 400 years old na. Lord?
Alright. Maraming salamat sa iyong report. Our man in Cebu, One News Cebu Desk, Dale Israel. Thanks, Dale.